Hi guys, it's Kelly Latibola here, and I am back with another video for W+9. Today we are going to be making a really clean and simple card. I think this is the most clean and simple card I've made in a really long time. So we're using the Whimsy Alpha dies. I'm using this stencil from Tim Holtz, which is I think the Gothic background, Pretty Peonies, and Basic Banners, also both from W+9. So I wanted to use the stencil just to give the background a little bit of interest. So my original intention for this card is not at all how it turned out, but I think that I probably like it better, so I'm good with it. So I'm going to start with some fairy dust, and I'm very lightly going over my cardstock, which is white W+9 cardstock. And I always use Tombow Mono multi-glue on the back of my stencil, so you'll notice it's not really moving around at all. And that's because it's kind of sticky on the back. So I have just a very subtle background there. And then we're going to move into the stamping. So this particular set, these Pretty Peonies, I use it all the time, but typically I use just the outline because I like to color. And I am just not good at builder stamp sets, but I wanted something that was a little bit more subtle, so I decided I was going to try it. So I stamped my first flowers there in the shell pink, and then I'm going to go in and add the next layer with Little Piggy. And I did not, you can see me, I'm like terrified. I keep like starting to try to stamp it, and then I'm like, no, no, okay, all right. And you know what, it wasn't really as hard as I thought it was going to be. So I was really just super nervous for nothing. But the thing that I like is on the stamp set, like on the actual printout of it, they're all facing the same direction. So if you get confused, or if you're not sure what you're doing, you can look at that and see how they are supposed to line up with each other, which is really nice for people like me who just are not good at that. So then I'm going in with Wild Mango and adding in the center of the flowers, which is not nearly as scary. It's pretty obvious where that goes. But originally my game plan was to stamp a whole background of flowers and then die cut the word happy out of the middle. But that's not, obviously, as you saw from the card, that's not what ended up happening. So first mistake first, I pick up the wrong, this is supposed to be my shadow color, and I just stamped a color down. Like you can see me like, that's questionable. So I decide I'm gonna make do. So I go ahead and add the second layer for the two smaller ones that two lighter ones that I stamped. And then for this darker one, I'm actually going to bring in Nautical Navy, which was the color that I didn't originally plan on using, but then I'm going to use that as the shadow color for the darker purple, and it totally worked just fine. It was fine. So no harm, no foul. So I added in some of the other smaller flowers, and they have like these little like bonnet flowers. I did those in yellow because I thought that would be complementary to the purple. And I'm going to go in and add my leaves. There's a ton of different options with this set. It's such a big set, and it's seriously one of my favorites, and that's why I always go back to it. Just so many options to build flower arrangements if you're good at building flower arrangements, and I am not, which you can see here. It just felt really disjointed. It didn't feel like anything matched. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to try to fix this? So I wanted to do the leaves. I did some brighter ones and lighter ones. And now this is me. I lined up all of my stamps, or all of my dies, to cut out the word happy. And then I just didn't like the way it looked. Except I loved the letters. Like I loved the letters with that just a little bit of floral on them. And so rather than scrap the whole thing, I decided I was just going to use the letters. That was going to be what worked for me. So I also die cut happy out of some white fun foam. And then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere my stamped letters to the white fun foam so I can get some dimension onto my card base. And I just love it on that white background. It's totally stunning. I'm such a clean and simple nerd. Like that just makes me happy. So I'm going to go in with some silver lining and stamp the rest of the sentiment, which is going to be birthday wishes. So it's going to say happy birthday wishes. And then just for a little added something, which is, I don't even know who invaded my body and made this card, because I never use washi tape for anything, but I had this super pretty light gray and white washi tape that was sitting on my desk, and I was like, this would be perfect. It will match my sentiment, and it won't add too much, but it won't be too little. So I used my grid mat to go ahead and line that up, and then I just folded over the excess. I felt like it was too wide of a band. I just wanted a little bit of a band, and then I'm just going to trim off the extra. And then I'm just going to grab some Tombow multi-glue and get these letters adhered down. And if you've seen any of my cards just in the past month, I'm really into florals and stripes. So this kind of situation should not be shocking to anybody. But then that's it. Like that's the whole card. It's complete. It was so quick and simple, and I got to practice my layering stamping, and I still came out with a card that I absolutely loved. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.